My skin feels kind of tacky, but I don't know why. I don't know. Hello everyone, thanks for stopping by at my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a first impressions on most of the products that I brought back with me from the States, from Ulta/Sephora. Majority was from Ulta. So I don't have long today. I'm going to try and keep it short and sweet, but we'll see how we get on. First thing I want to try out today is the Tarte High, I don't know if it's called Arcade, so I think the actual name of this primer is Double Duty Beauty. The Shape Tape Pore and Prime. If today ends up being one of them days, I'm literally not going to be happy. I need to get this video done. Pore and Prime Balm. So I'm going to start with that today. Oh, you know what? I'm so not used to working with nails. I forgot to say I did get my nails done whilst I was in Florida. They were amazing nail technicians. And I also did treat myself to a new watch because my one which I got for my birthday broke. So I had to treat myself to a new watch. So here is the primer. It comes in a purple plastic case. And I think it comes with it comes with something else as well underneath. Yeah, it comes with a sponge as well underneath. I won't be using the sponge. And it is like a clear colour, pinky clear balm, and it feels extra soft and smooth. So first time, everything I'm using today, I have waited to do the video. So, oh yeah, it's filling in the pores, I can tell, but maybe a little bit time consuming with the amount. I don't think I want to dig my nail into the actual balm like some people do. They scrape the Tatcha one, don't they? But with this one, I just feel like it's... You're not supposed to do that. You're just supposed to push and press into the skin. So if I go a little bit red, that's perfectly normal for me. But I can see that it is filling in the pores if I get a little bit closer to you. And let's do the nose area for you so you can see exactly what I'm seeing in the mirror. So hopefully you'll be able to see on camera that it is filling in the pores. It does feel nice and soft and hydrating. It doesn't feel extra thick or heavy or tacky. It just feels smooth, I suppose. Jump out your car in the middle of the street, open up the trunk, let the bass beat. I'm happy with that. My face feels like it's primed and ready for makeup. The only thing is it did take a little bit of time repeatedly going in there to get it around the face, but I'm not going to complain about that. It probably means that if I'm on a rush that day, not to use this primer and just use something which is a lot more easier and quicker to apply. But as far as how it looks on the face and how it applied, I'm happy with it. It looks like it's smoothed out my pores and it's nice and smoothing on the skin. Any noise you can hear in the background is the jets flying over my house, so I apologise for that. Right, I'm going to quickly do my brows off camera just because this is nothing new for me to try out first time on camera, so give me a second and I'll be back with my eyebrows done. Might have gone slightly overboard with the brows today. I don't usually make them this thick. That's what happens when you rush. So I think for eyes, I told you I want to try out the blue from Smashbox, because I'm not sure about how that's going to perform on the eye. So I'm going to do the blue from Smashbox, the liquid eyeshadow. But for the matte, the mattes I'll use from the Urban Decay On The Run mini palette. I hope that's okay with you guys. And the jets don't want to give up today. I've just laid down some concealer on my eyelids to prime them, not too much. And oh, they are some pretty colours though. This is such, I think it's a very, very pretty palette. Maybe underrated as well. It's got like, the daytime colours are perfect for what I look for. I'm going to add that pop of teal and that, I think that's a duochrome greeny colour. Let me just swatch that one. This is called Switchback. I'm not a huge fan of Urban Decay shadows, but that's that. Oh, that is very, very pretty. Might use that somewhere on the lid, I'm not sure, but I'm definitely going to use the mattes today. I think I will start with Detour, which is what the actual palette is called for the On The Run palette. So I'm going to go into Detour. The only Urban Decay palettes I own is the original Naked one, which I don't tend to use no more. Oh, nice and pigmented. So I'm just placing it on there before blending.
Did you see what he did? The black Benz turned white and they can't believe it. Make them repeat it. That's some new shit they've never seen.
Quite a dark transition colour to go in with for the first instance, but I could have used Off the Grid, but that's just like a highlighting under the brow. Should I bring you in closer? It's a good idea, isn't it? Just bring you in slightly closer so you can see what I'm doing. This is not going to be a seriously hard look. And then for the second colour, I'm going to go in with Confidential, which is the darkest matte in the pan. And I'm just going to place that in the crease and on the outside. I would say that's pretty spot on to what the colour looks like in the pan. It's been extra muggy, extra humid, not used to it. I've just left Florida, you know, I just left one really humid place, come back to this place and it's just, it feels just as bad, but we have no air conditioning. So because this is a daytime look, and that's just like, even for the daytime is way too much. So I will stop there for the mattes and try the blue shadow. I will treat this as I would with a Stila. I don't lay a base down for Stila. I only lay a, no I don't, I just go in with it, don't I? I'm sure I'm going to have to be careful with it. It did feel a more of a wetter formula. I want to see what it can do, and we are going to put that maybe all over the lid, maybe halfway, I'm not sure. This is in the shade Mindful AF. Okay, and I'm going to swatch it for you first so you can see the colour. So it looks like a beautiful colour, very similar to Into the Blue, but this is slight from Stila, but this is slightly more of a blue and not got the purple duochrome, I don't think. Right, let's see what she does on the eye. Are we ready? Moment of truth. Okay, so it definitely shows up, so that's good. And I think I'm just going to place it all over the lid, I'd say. And with Stila, I did have to build it up as well, so I'm going to go with a little bit more on top. It's got less glitter than the Glitter and Glows, and there is no stinging yet, like you can get. I think I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to do the other eye off camera and then come back to you in a second, and then I can also tell you, we'll be able to see if anything is transferred by that time as well. So back in a second. Just finished the other eye off camera and so far so good. There's not been any transfer on this eye or the first eye I did. I've literally had to stop the video about 4 times now just because of the aircraft. There must be some kind of exercise going on with the military today, I have no clue. The glitter particles, they're not majorly noticeable. It's more like a metallic finish. I'll probably add a little bit more dark to the outer corner just to blend it in a little bit more. So far so good. Nothing negative to say about it as yet. So I'm just going to add a little bit more of that dark. Well, you say it's dark, but the darkest shade in here is Confidential. I'm just going to add a little bit to the edge of the blue, just so it ties in a little bit better. I mean, this is once again a little bit of an OTT look to go and pick up the kids from school, but by now I know that people are used to seeing me down there. Time for foundation now. I'm not going to put any liner on or anything like that on the eyes. I'm going to try and keep it a little bit natural. I bought the Tarte Found Sealer foundation, which I wanted to try, but also the Beauty Blender Bounce foundation. This is the one I'm most curious about using. I'm sure it's probably going to be more of a evening foundation for my preference. Hopefully it's not going to be too full coverage. I've heard like it is an extra full coverage foundation. I'll just go easy on it. 3.25N is the shade that I got, and I'm sure you've seen plenty of people use it, so I'm going to unlock the mechanism. And I'm very, very nervous in using this today, don't know why, but here it comes. Ooh, do I apply it on? I think I'm going to, okay, so I've squeezed this much out. Start with that first. I'm going to go straight in with the Beauty Blender. Oh my god. And just dab it. I was scared the colour was going to be too light because I am tan still, but that's a really good match. A really good match. That's not super full coverage. What are they talking about? And because I have dry skin, I was worried as well that it was going to be like too heavy for me.
Work, 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 work. You see me heavy work, 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 work. You see me do me da 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 da.
It's got a little bit of a radiance to it, or like a, you know, it's not a flat matte finish at all. I'm going to have to put some more on. 2 more little pumps. Easy one to apply. Yeah, it is definitely medium to full coverage. I'm going to have to put a little bit more on just so I can go down my neck and make sure everything is blended. Definitely so far with me first applying it, my first impressions are nice foundation to apply, not hard to work with. I had a lady ask me a question on one of my other videos asking how I'm getting on with the Bare Minerals stick. That's been a bit of a flop, to be honest. I didn't really enjoy it when I took it to Florida. I should have got the IT CC cream, which I'm yet to buy a bottle of that for myself. We're done, we're blended. So far so good. I didn't put an overly large amount on my face because I can still see where I would need a little bit more here if I was really concerned about, if I was going out, I'd probably put a little bit more on my cheek area because I can see a little bit of redness coming through on this side. But for the daytime, for what I'm achieving today, is fine. So far I am liking how it's looking on the skin, and I'll let you know an update on that as well, and to let you know how it wears. Next we're going to be trying the Fenty Beauty concealer. I'm so late to the game, aren't I? Like, but this is definitely exciting for me to try these new products out. Hopefully it's not too light. I got the shade 180. I think. I'm not sure how full coverage this is, so I'm going to start with that. I think. Feels very creamy. Definitely more, I think it's going to be more full coverage than the First Aid Beauty Avocado Bendy Concealer. Get carried away with concealer. I think the colour hopefully isn't going to be too bad. Yeah, that's not going to be too light at all. I think I chose a good shade for brightening. Yeah, it's definitely more full coverage than the First Aid Beauty, but is it going to be too heavy? No, I like that. It's quite smooth. I mean, I heard good things about this concealer when it first got released, so it's always been in the back of my mind to try it, and then I just found alternatives in the meantime. But when I saw it in the States, I thought, okay, you've always wanted to try the Fenty concealer out, you've heard good things, let's do it, let's try it now. I'm not one for setting under my eyes, and I don't think I will with this one. But it looks good. Okay, let's try bronzer. So for bronzer, we're trying the Kylie bronzer, my first ever Kylie product. My daughter's obviously got the Kylie palette, and the shade I got was called Tanned and Gorgeous, and it was the coolest bronzer in there. It's pretty dang dark, don't it? Can I pull this off? Is it going to be too dark for me? Let's have a look. I'm getting bored of my bronzers. The only bronzers I'm loving is my Too Faced Chocolate Gold. It's been my all-time favourite. My new one by Pixie, I'm still loving that. And that's it. I'm going to be decluttering some of my other bronzers because I just don't tend to use them anymore. Okay, let's see. Don't know how pigmented these are. 1, 2, 3. Let's try that. That was a nice amount as well. Just placing it where I'd usually place my bronzer. So not really contouring today. That's nice. That's not OTT. That's like a really... I'll probably go in with a little bit more. But yeah, I'm happy with the colour. It's like the perfect balance between cool and warm at the same time, I'd say. Which is really what I wanted. And it goes with the eye look really well. Like that. That is nice. Liking the bronzer. Just a tiny bit, adding a little bit more on. Because I want to be bronzed. And I was just like a little bit hesitant to go in with too much at first because I've never used it before, so. First impressions, thumbs up from me. That is a nice bronzer. It applied really easily, blended out really nicely, and the colour's spot on. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I'm happy. I don't have a new blusher to show you, do I? Do I? No, I don't have a new blusher. So I'm going to apply some blusher and be back in a second. I forgot about this one. I don't know what to do. Let's try it for the highlighter. Shall we try it for the highlighter? I'm going to spray my face first. It's my Shake and Glow L'Oreal. I'm going to go in with Glow Up and see how this applies. First time using it. Ooh. Ooh. That is good. Go ahead, Chloe. Just buffing it into the cheekbone. Nice and wet looking. Not too, it's not emphasizing anything. That is good. I just want to see how the blusher looks over my existing blusher. I'm going to go in really lightly. So I'm going to use the Fierce Radiant Blush. Just slightly see if I can see any difference. Ooh. Yeah, that's made a difference. I guess it's just like a shimmer blush. Oh yeah. Now I'm glowing to the gods. I'm just going to put it everywhere. We can do whatever we like. You can do whatever you like. Makeup, there's no rules. And that has really made me want to go out to Miami again. I like that. That's really impressed me. It's actually impressed me more than I thought it would, because when this first got released I had no interest in it. I've got the Hourglass one. I'm quickly going on the lower lash with Detour again. And then what I would like to do, I want to try that crazy beautiful green duochrome on the lower part of my inner corner, just to jazz it up. Spray my brush real quick. My finger application would obviously be a better choice, but we're just going to put it on the inner corner and see what happens. Ooh. Don't you dare fall out on my face. I wanted to see the colour. I think on the lid it's going to look lovely. I'm going to apply some mascara off camera. Then we'll go on to lipstick. Okay, so I've lined my lips with the Rimmel lip liner. I'm going to use Dose of Colours Sand today. First time trying out their matte formula. And I might stick on the gloss from Lipstick Queen in the centre, just to try and make the most use of this video and trying out all my products. Ah, it's my favourite colour. Oh yeah, it's very pale, so I'm gonna have to blend this in with the lip liner. This is so me, this colour. I'm so happy I got it. It looked a little bit like sandy, stony. I was a little bit worried, but that is me. I mean, it's a very versatile colour, day or night, but when you're, you know, when you've got that favourite nude you wear when you go out, this is going to be one of them. I'm going to add a little bit of the gloss in the centre because I want to show you how pretty this gloss is. So this is by Lipstick Queen, Altered Universe lipstick, and it's in the colour Meteor Shower. Am I going to ruin this whole look? I don't know. Oh, what a nice combination. Oh yeah, my lips is exactly how I would do it if I was going out. That's like my favourite combo. Too nice for today. The makeup is done, completed. I'm gonna go off camera, finish my hair. I would have had some lashes on by then, and I'll talk to you more about what I think of the products. Give me a second, guys, and I'll be back to close out the video. I'm back. I've completed my hair. I've actually even been out of the house to pick up my daughter because she needed a ride home. Since I've come back, there's been a tiny little bit of transfer from the blue eyeshadow going up into the crease, which is probably what I did. If it didn't do that, then I would have been super shocked, because even I've even found that happens to me when I use the Stila Glitter and Glow, so not too surprised that it's done that. As far as everything else is concerned at the moment, I'm really happy. The foundation, you can wear it during the day if that's your preference, but for me, I would say this is more of a going out kind of foundation, because I can just see it. It's clinging to my skin, but not in a bad way. Do you know what I mean? So it's giving me the coverage that I really like for when I go out. I knew it was going to be more of a medium to full coverage, and as it's applied to my skin today, I can definitely see that I'm wearing makeup, you know, but it's all in a good positive sense. It's not in a negative sense. I like the way my skin's looking, but it's a little bit more of a fuller coverage than what I'm used to for during the day. So if you're looking for a during the day foundation, I wouldn't recommend this one, in my opinion, but unless you like that fuller coverage to wear. I'll definitely give you more of an update on this as I continue to use it. Also, the concealer, I had no issues at all with the concealer blending out. It was quite nice and hydrating, a little slightly more coverage than my favourite First Aid concealer, but I liked it. It's looking still really good underneath the eyes, so that's a really big bonus for me. I have to be careful with how heavy of a concealer I put under my eyes, so I wasn't sure whether I'd get on with it or not, but I did. So far so good. It still looks really good. Primer, can't really say too much about primers. Primers are hard to like review, but I enjoyed it. It did a good job. The fact that the foundation is, I feel like it's clinging to my skin, could be because of this primer, I'm not sure. So I probably will try it again with a different primer. I'm not saying I don't like the way it looks on my face, but my skin feels kind of tacky, but I don't know why. I don't know. I mean, I don't have anything bad to say about any of the products that I've bought so far. I know I didn't use every single product that I bought. I didn't use the Lorac highlighter, which I did want to use. The eyeshadow palette, definitely think I'll have more fun playing with this. It's not got a huge array of colours, but it's a nice daytime go-to palette, I think, for me. Definitely happy with that, and I did get it on sale. It was $18, so that's really good. So yeah, I'm really pleased with everything that I've bought. I hope the video wasn't too long. I hope you enjoyed sharing with me my first impressions on using some slightly older releases which have been out for a while. I enjoyed using them. Hope you did too. Please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you soon with another video.